Well, we've got some people already here. I know you guys can't see me. That's fine. The live is not officially started, but we're officially going to say hi to the good people in the chat. What's up, Marco? Pavelski, good to see you. Welcome in, Henry G. Stonewall. Cat Scratch. He says, hey, raisin lovers. What about me? Why do I feel like the odd one out here? Raisins are just Inception chocolate chips. They do not belong. Raisins are what happens. Raisins are what happens when good men do nothing. Welcome into Night Rare. Good to see you, man. Welcome into B Shady, Paul Mills, Aaron D2, John Tagamori, Jojo, Stonewall. Did I say hi? Nah, why not? What's up, man? Good to see you. Welcome to Joe Isabella. Ooh. All right, guys. Should we get this show on the road? Oh, wait, there's more people. Of course there's more people. We're going to start here shortly. Just bear with me. I'm still saying hi. Welcome into Brad Mitchell. Welcome into Neil McKenzie. Let's go. Let's go. Well, what's up, Metal Relic? Hold on. We're going to get the show started here shortly. Just hang on. Hang on. I lost my spot. There it is. TC Blades, Ed B in the house. Frankie Cheech, Tic-Tac-Toe EDC. What's good, man? All right, guys. I think we can get this show on the road. Let's do this. Welcome in, guys. Happy friggin' Wednesday. It's Wednesday. I swear yesterday was Monday. Something happened to Tuesday, and I'm not entirely sure what that was. I hate Tuesdays. Like, why doesn't Rollshambo go live on Tuesdays? Because you don't want to talk to me on a Tuesday. Tuesday is the worst day of the week. I call Tuesday Kirkland Brand Monday. Here's why. On Monday, everyone's like, oh, Monday, oh, back from the weekend. No. Listen, Monday, you are never going to be as refreshed as you are on a Monday. You still got the weekend glow. Tuesday rolls around. The glow is gone. Okay? Hear me out. The glow is gone. Friday is still worlds away. And there you are at work, plugging away, so that you can pay taxes. Me too. I hate Tuesdays. Don't talk to me on a Tuesday. Guys, what's up? What's good? It's good to see everybody. There I go again saying hi in the lobby before we start the live. Are people confused? Maybe. I have no idea. It makes sense to me. All right? I like saying hi to people before we officially go live. Anyways, more people have piled in since we started, so I'm going to keep saying hi to people. Let's do that. I see Ian Coates. What's up, Ian? He says, my daddy goes live on Tuesday. Are we talking about Tri-State Tuesdays? Nobody has to agree with me on my take of Kirkland Brand Monday. I hate Tuesdays. Tuesday is a day of the week that should go away. What if we only had a 4-day week? Think about it. Just think about it, Ian. It's good to see you, man. What's up, Paperclip? Hold on. We're still seeing people. B Shady says, it's TGIF as soon as I wake up, 4:30 a.m. It's too early, man. What's up, Gabe? Ian says, at least you read the chat more than Cole does. I try. I come here to talk to you guys and occasionally do monologues. You might be looking at you might be looking at the title of tonight's live going, what's going on? Is everything for sale? Not exactly. Honestly, I intended to go live and offer up some awesome knives at some awesome prices. Like, for example, this American-made, DLC-coated Heretic Pariah manual button lock, which if you were to go online and try to buy this right now, you'd spend $500. It's a lot. Yeah, I was going to sell this guy for like $200. Can't. It's sold already. Likewise, I was going to come on here and offer you this really cool Arctic Storm fat carbon fiber PSYOP in mint condition, top liner lock with LMAX. You know, titanium clip. This is a bad boy. I was going to offer this one for $125. Sold. Already sold. Already sold. I was going to come on here and offer you this Tycon 1, which you can't buy these anymore. Tyconic is defunct. It did not work, but that doesn't make this any less of a badass knife. This top liner lock. Collaboration between RS Knife Works and Tough Knives. $100. Sold. Sold. Apparently, the prices were too good, and people decided to go ahead and snap them up. I do have another knife left from the sale. This one right here. Now, there is some interest on this. And I'd have to check to see if that interest was replied to. But this is the North Mountain Blades Chop. Kickstop Chop in SLD Magic forged Sanmai with a kickstop flipper G10. This bad boy, $75. The person who messaged me about it, you know who you are. You know who you are. Check your messages. $75 for this bad boy. So instead of having, 5 awesome knives at really great prices, I got one. You want to make the universe laugh? Tell it your plans. Try it sometimes. You might know that. Tic-tac-toe, what's up, man? He says, work? I retired from the military, not going back. You put in your time. That's what's called paying dues. What branch? What branch? Are we talking... I almost said Marines, but we all know the Marines are part of the Navy. Air Force? Army? Marines? We'll give the Marines. We'll give the Marines their own separate due. We know how they feel about the Navy. All right. What's up, Miranda? AKA Rainy. Haven't seen you in a minute. What's up? Says, what's up, Blade Junkies? Oh, you know. Same old degeneracy. That's what we do here. Now, you guys might be wondering, cool story, bro. What did you carry today? Surprise, surprise. Carried this guy. This is the brand new McNeese Dixon. This is the Halloween edition with the spider web milling. Check that out. I know what I said. I said the Dixon has an ugly deployment hole. And you know what? I still think it has an ugly deployment hole. It's ugly. I don't... Not the whole knife, specifically the deployment hole. And I was thinking about it, I was like, what should they have done? If I was Jonathan McNeese and I was trying to make the most visually appealing knife ever out of this knife with contoured titanium handle scales and perfect action, what would I do? I would give it a fuller, man. I'm telling you guys, deployment fuller would have been killer on this, or a whole fuller combo. But every time I look at this deployment hole, all I think about is the Egyptian eye. The Egyptian eye. And now I can't unsee it. But I couldn't resist this spider web milling. I mean, come on. Come on. Content on this coming soon. It's been living in my pocket. It's been living in my pocket. Also, this Kickstop Chop has officially been spoken for. The person I was talking to, you know who you are. I see your message. Gone. So, it's been a minute since I've done an actual knife sale. Most of the time, I do knife sales on the channel as regular content. They perform well. They reach a lot of people. People have a good time. I slash prices to something that a lot of people would consider to be reasonable. They're usually pretty successful. Do I lose money on some knives? All the time. All the time. But if I showed a profit, I would have to pay taxes. All jokes aside, I want to do another full knife sale with like 10, 15, 20 knives. We're getting close to the holiday season. I'm behind. If you're wondering, why haven't you done that, Rolls? I know you've got a bunch of extra knives that you'd love to shell out. I do. The problem is the amount of time it takes to make that video. Even if I just give each knife like a 30-second blurb, which is hard. Like, it's hard to show someone enough of something in 30 seconds for them to make a decision on whether they want it or not, unless they've been like actively hunting for it. So like let's say reasonably it's a minute per knife, right? Reasonably. If I do 20 knives, that's a 20-minute video. 20 minutes. But it's never just that. It's never just a minute. So these videos tend to be long. And then I have to set aside the time for it, and it's just this whole thing. It's not easy to do knife sale videos because I've got a day job, I've got a side hustle, I've got the channel, and no, the channel is not my side hustle. I've got a toddler, I've got a family, so it's all about how do I meet out my time, right? So if you're wondering what the holdup has been on my knife sale videos that I haven't done one in like 5 months. That's the holdup. So I did a mini sale today. I've got a couple more knives I'll throw out there for those who are interested. They're already in the boxes and ready to go. If you guys want to see them, these are a couple Vosteeds. I've got a Vosteed mini psyop. This one is LMAX blade. It's a mini psyop, LMAX blade, Norplex micarta, practically brand new. We'll throw a mini psyop out there. Rolls, what's the price on this guy? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Like $75? $75 on the mini psyop. And then I've got another Vosteed here, the Vosteed Martin. Ooh, I put the Martin in that pile. You know what? I'm not going to put it back. I'm not going to put it back. This was in my sale pile. I'll make somebody happy. Vosteed Martin. This one is with the gray aluminum handles. Yes, it's already packed up and ready to go. If you want me to take it out of the boxes, I will. These are all already in their boxes back in their original packaging. Happy to take them out. We'll do 75 on this one too. There it is, guys. Two more knives out there. And if they don't sell tonight, that's totally fine. It's not like my lights are about to go out. The live stream will end early if you don't buy it. There is absolutely no pressure. And if they don't sell tonight, they'll end up in my eventual much larger sale video, which is coming. I'm going to put together bundles. We're going to put together some cool knives that you can't get anymore. It'll be fun time. The knife sales are always a fun time. So there you have it, $75 a piece. Vosteed mini psyop and Vosteed Martin. And I'm happy to take them out of the boxes, guys. Just let me know. Anyways, I am so far behind on the chat. Bradford Mitchell! Thank you for the $5 super, my friend. He says Tuesdays suck. Only non-existent people would go live on a Tuesday. People who wish they live in a fantasy like Idaho but live in those are some shots fired at Tri-State right there. Thank you so much for the $5 super Brad. Definitely appreciate you, man. All right. Rich Caster, what's up, man? He says, did the PSYOP sell already? I tried messaging you on Facebook. Yeah, man, it was gone pretty quickly. It was gone. Gosh. But you know what? When you list this at like, 125, I knew it wasn't going to last. And this was not sent to me by Vosteed either. This was one that I purchased. But the reason why it's going up for sale is because I have another one. I've got a micarta one that I really enjoy. And I don't like having, it's a knife that broke my duplicates rule. In fact, I've had 3 full-size PSYOPs. The first one was the titanium version. That one was in a prior knife sale because I got this one. This one's now sold because I have another one of these in micarta that I absolutely freaking love. So I've felt, why gatekeep the fat carbon, right? So that one sold. I expected that to sell pretty quickly. Ian says, just call that sold and I'll send you the funds. Which one? The only ones that are still available now are this. I guess he put it in the chat, so I'll put it out there. Ed B already called dibs on this. So this one's going to Ed B. This one is sold. Beautiful blade. Freaking badass beast of a Tanso. All right. Amo, what's up, man? He says, I'll stick to my Para 3 and Maximin. That's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea at all. Love the Para 3. I've got several. Oh, guys, I'm sweating. Instead of eating spicy peppers before the live tonight, you know what I did? I made hot sauce out of my spicy peppers, and I figured it out. This whole time, we've been lied to about jalapenos. Okay, this has been an ongoing theme for the last several weeks. People are like, Rollshambo must have the weakest palate ever if he's having a hard time with these jalapenos. Store-bought jalapenos are watered down. This put me down a rabbit hole because we started growing our own jalapenos this year, right? I'm talking bushels of peppers. I love jalapenos. Jalapeno popper, jalapeno jam, jalapenos and tacos. I love them. I'm a spice guy. I like spice. When I went to Hawaii, I went to the bazaar and they had a spice shop with a ladder and this little island lady on there. And she was like, if you go to the top, you get the hottest one. I'm like, give me samples of all the hottest ones. That's me, right? And here I am getting punished by jalapenos. And for the life of me, I can't figure out what are these jalapenos doing in my backyard? These are supposed to be mild. So I started digging, and apparently the jalapenos you get at the supermarket, here's a fun fact. The jalapenos you get at the supermarket, yeah, they're watered down hybrids. It's true. You'll never get the true heat of a jalapeno out of something that you buy at the store. I don't care if it's organic. It does not matter. The strains that they dish out to the general public are so mild. They're usually like 25% as hot as a jalapeno that you grow in your backyard with the right nutrients. Also, if you go through some freezes, if your jalapenos go through some freezing stages while they're on the vine, they also get hotter. So I made my own hot sauce out of it, and it's great. It's freaking great. I need to make some more because we just harvested all the jalapenos. It's getting cold over here. We're going to make some more hot sauce. It's going to be a good time. First time making fermented hot sauce. Love it. Highly recommend. And if you guys don't believe me, grow your own jalapenos and get back to me. Trust me, you'll be shocked. All right. Ed B, channel member for 23 months. Says, roll 8 raisins, ghost pepper for my 2-year. I'll eat a ghost pepper for your 2-year. I'll get it from the store. Ian, thank you for being a channel member for 23 months. And of course, for doing your time as a channel mod. I definitely appreciate you, my friend. Ian says, Roll was silly enough to sell his Model 2, and now it's one of my favorite knives. You know, sometimes I look back on that and I'm like, why did I put that up for sale? It is a good knife. It is a good knife. Do I have flashbacks sometimes of certain knives that I've sold and maybe have regrets? I would never have regrets. Not even once. Not even. I promise. Not even once. That Model 2 is a banger, man. No regrets. Not even once. Ian says, Roll, you got a Thai Model 1 for sale? I had two. I had two and I sold them in prior sales. Ian says, it was the chop, but you didn't read it fast enough. Yeah, I'm terrible. I'm terrible, man. I'm slow going. I'm like a snail. Jim! Channel member for 11 months.
This is Sparta!
Says, love the knife rolls sales. Knife rolls, knife sales. Love the knife rolls, knife sales. Hate that I missed out. We're going to do more. We're going to do more. I like to keep it flowing, guys. Like, there's a lot of knives that I absolutely have to have because I want to experience them, and they're great knives and I like them. But I don't like letting stuff get stagnant. Sometimes I look at a knife that I really like that's in my collection and I'm like, I could carry it today and sate that feeling, that rabbit hole feeling of when you first get it. I could do that, right? But then it's going to go back and sit for a long time. And a lot of these knives you can't get because they're either sold out or discontinued or whatever. And I'd much rather have it go to the next person that can enjoy it. I'm not a dragon hoarding his gold. Unless we're talking about the Numzon, which is not for sale. It's not for sale. But we will do more knife sales. Jim, thank you so much for being a Spartan for the last 11 months. On the Edge, what's up, man? He says, hey, all, what's happening here? Well, I was initially planning on having a knife sale, but they're all sold. So now they're on my desk. After the live stream, I'm going to box them up and ship them out. Anyways, I'm so far behind, guys. So far behind on the chat. What was in your pocket? Before we get too drawn off course, what was in your pocket? What did you carry today? I carried this guy, McNeese Dixon Spiderweb. I'm going to call it Spider Frag. There we go. Spider Frag edition. Jonathan McNeese, if you need help with your naming, let me know. McNeese doesn't watch my channel. I don't think. Maybe we could change that. What's up, Carlos? Says McNeese should do an Egyptian-themed Dixon and match the Egyptian eye. Please no. Please no. It's almost as bad as if he did raisin milling. Dolomite, good to see you. Kevin Smith and Knives in the house. Ian says, I think I'm going to get spicy and try some soju soon. Ooh, sounds like a good time. I want some soju. Gabe says, fun fact, jalapenos you grow are mild as can be too. You should try Pepper X. You know, I've tried the Hot Ones hot sauce. I've tried the Hot Ones hot sauce, and I got to tell you, like, it's really, obviously, if you know, you know. The Hot Ones hot sauce is, like, if you do, like, the Apollo or whatever that, you know, they put at the very top of their list as the top spice. We did that at my day job. I had an idea. It's like, you know what, let's motivate the team because I'm a member of management. I'm like, if you guys hit this goal, you know, me and the other members of management will take bites of spicy wings made with, you know, the Hot Ones sauce. And it was a big hit. I got to tell you, like, the Pepper X stuff, like, the stuff at the top of their list is ridiculous. There's some peppers that should just, you know, remain in the ground. I'm going to say that. I love it. I love it. I guess I like the pain, but yeah, I also like to, you know, enjoy my food. All I'm saying is I've had hotter peppers than the jalapenos that grew in my backyard. All I'm saying is that they have no business being that hot. Like, I had a habanero pepper right next to one of my jalapenos, and the jalapeno was was hotter than the habanero. True pepper heads are like, this is ridiculous. You got to get the ghost pepper. You got to get the blah, blah, blah. I know there's a lot of spicier peppers out there. B. Devious says, Rollo, can you please blow a kazoo? No. That's not my jam. I'll do one of these. No kazoos for me. That's not my jam. That's somebody else's jam. I've also threatened to sing happy birthday, but every time, at least one channel mod shuts me down. You know, and you got to play by the rules here. Ian says, I want to put my civivis on blade binge, but that seems so daunting. You know, blade binge for me, I'm not a blade binge guy. I'm not. I think that it's a great platform. I think that it's awesome that they provide protections for buyers and sellers in a secondary market that used to be fraught with fraud and counterfeits and, you know, people not coming through. So I think it's great that Blade Binge exists. What bothers me is it seems like there's a lot of knife scalpers on there now. Like people that are clearly just buying these small batch knives, keeping other people who actually want to buy them from buying them purely so they can turn around and boost and inflate the price on Blade Binge. And the problem is that those knives are still selling. Otherwise, they wouldn't do it. I just think it's ridiculous. The knives are already expensive enough at MSRP. No, I don't want to buy a $1,500 Oz Rosie with its plain Jane. Sorry. That's what bothers me is I wish they had a section that was like scalpers corners. If you overprice your knives grossly, post here. And then we could all just not have to spend time looking at them. Am I salty about it? Yeah. Anyways. What's up, John Tagamori? 13 months? Says, tell us more about the Spider Dixon. I mean, if you really want me to out myself before the review, I will. I love this knife. Absolutely love it. Contoured scales. Look at the contouring on those scales. You know what the contouring on those scales reminds me of? It's got very similar contouring on the scales to two knives, which I love dearly. One of them is the Swish Bowie. The other one is the Quiet Carry 9. Check out how similar that radial contouring is. Hold on. I'll just show you a comparison. Look at that. Granted, this is a chunky boy. Very chunky. The action is ridiculous. It's so smooth for being what it is. Obviously, I do not like the shape of the deployment hole, but as I surmised before I got it, it does function well. I never doubted that. It does function well. A big problem a lot of people have had with the McNeese knives is when he does his bead blast, it makes a steel like MagnaCut, which is supposed to be super corrosion resistant, all of a sudden rust the moment that it sees water a mile away. If you didn't know, bead blasting is terrible for corrosion resistance. It's terrible for it. So I'm very happy to report that this one does not have bead blasting, but it has this really killer stone-washed, polished finish, which I can't get over the finish on that. Like that stone-washed finish is like it's a heavy stone wash with a high polish, and I love it. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. What would you call this blade shape? Bowie? Clip point? I don't know. I feel like I hold this in my hand. I'm like, you know what? I could probably go, start working on an oil rig. I don't know. I like it a lot. Wait for the review. Who knows? Maybe some things will change. I will say this. I don't like everything about this knife. There are other things that I am not a fan of. But it hasn't kept me from carrying the crap out of it. It is exactly what I thought it would be. And that's okay. I got some notes. I got some constructive criticism for old Jonathan McNeese. And I hope that one of you guys has his ear and you can share my video with him when it releases. What's up, Rick? He says, Rolls, my friend lives at Rathdrum, Idaho. Man, it's been a while since I've been through there. He says, sent me some cool pics of the Northern Lights. You see them? You know, I was out walking my daughter tonight, but I actually did not see them. I was out on a walk shortly before the live stream. I didn't see them. We were looking up at the stars too. Maybe I was just facing the wrong direction. But yeah, you can see the Aurora Borealis from Idaho. I saw it once before when I was going to school in northern Idaho. A long time ago. On the Edge says, nothing new since the last time we talked. Nothing new? Nothing new? Are you talking about me or you? I released a video recently on the GeoKnife Noxes. And I tried a different style. Where I focused less on like the regular spec sheet stuff that you can just go and see on a website. And I didn't do any music. Like the only editing I did was cuts to get rid of dead silence that's boring. And you'd think that this was a good idea, right? There's no there's no fluff. It didn't perform well. Either because people hated the format or they're just not interested in the GeoKnife Noxes. But that's the most recent piece of content on my channel. I am working on another one though. I'm working on another video. I've been working on it's more of my regular style about knife modding, doing mirror polish on my SPK Lamia. And that one has been a lot of fun to work on. I'm like a quarter, getting close to like 33% done. I still have some more to record, still have some more to edit. But that one is what I'm working on now. I'm just taking my time, making sure it's good. I'm just playing with different video styles. So if you want to know what I'm working on, that's what I'm working on. I've got another review coming up soon on another knife that I think people really like. I'm being slow on that one because I'm waiting for it to get back in stock. Oh my goodness, Oreo Dave. My man, Oreo Dave. Feel like it's been forever, Dave. How's it going? Good to see you, my friend. He says, playing RoboCop and listening. Very nice. Paul Mills says, carried the mini FSD. Ooh. Mini FSD, mini Arius, and a bug out today. I mean, like, you got two bangers and you got two bangers in there, man. But you know what they say, like, there's always the fat chick in the group of beautiful women. That's the bug out. That's the bug out. Hear me out. I mean, when you're next to bombshells like the mini FSD and the mini Arius, I mean, bug out's a fine looking knife, but in that group, it's the fat chick. Justin Pauly, what's up, man? He carried the Manix 2 and 15V. Good choice. And a Vosti Porcupine. Yeah, it's a very good choice. B. Shady carried the Chavez Scapegoat, the Vanguard Mary Fixie, the Forest Shady Hank, and the Tie Dice. Nice, man. Ryan Shear, what's up, dude? Did I say hi? What's up, Ryan? He says, artificial heat is whack. Natural heat with good flavor is where it's at. What are we talking about? What are we talking? Oh, are we still talking about peppers? Says Last Dab has amazing flavor. I didn't try that one. I tried the one that they used to have as their highest level. It was called Apollo. Or is that Last Dab? I wasn't terribly impressed with the flavor. It just made me sweat my face out. All right. Kevin Smith and Knives, good to see you. We carried the Zephyr. The Zephyr, nice. Is that the Wii Zephyr I'm thinking of? It's a hell of a knife. What's up, Knight? He says, I swear if Roll starts playing the kazoo, I will leave. I don't even own one. There is a zero chance that I play a kazoo. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Hold on. I lost my spot in the chat. I did. I'm trying to find it again. Brad says, instead of the kazoo, how about the pan flute? or recorder. You know, when I was a kid, I was in band. We could choose. We had two options. You could go to band or you could go to choir. Because I wasn't a choir kid, I went to band and I played the trumpet. Yeah. There's a story there, but it's not for now. It's not for today. It's not for today. Top Dog, what's up, man? Pop it in. 34 months as a channel member.
This is Sparta!
I salute you, my friend. He says, how the time flies when you're talking knives. It's been 34 months. You're almost at the 3-year mark. You're almost at the 3-year mark. It's crazy, man. I still can't believe I've had the channel for this long. It doesn't feel like it. It really doesn't. It's good to see you, Top Dog. Welcome in. Tom Cook, what's up, man? He says, looks like Winter Blade Co. will start shipping the pre-ordered Factor V4. Pre-order was in February. Finally. Well, you're in for a hell of a ride. Brian Winters always gets good products out there. I've never tried a single one of his knives that I didn't really like. They're all fantastic. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. Hold on. All right, guys. Well, man, this live is starting to stroll by. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and get into the Only Spartans Discord. If this is your first time tuning in to a live stream, we have a community for channel members. It's called the Only Spartans Discord. It's a community that you can join as any level of channel member, whether that's a gifted channel member or $1.99 you recruit. If you're a Spartan, all levels are welcome. Once you're in, you're in. So even if you drop your channel membership a month from now, you can stay in the Discord as long as you'd like. The whole point is just to create a community where people can have fun, share information about knives, share knife sales, knife yard sales. For those of you saying, hey, I missed out on those crazy deals you had earlier. Guess where they were first? In the Only Spartans Discord. They were there first. So with that being said, we're going to hop on over there and see what the channel members are carrying today. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, I'm going to scroll up to the first one. Where am I scrolling down? Where is the first one? I believe, yeah, it starts here with Nick T. Very nice. He's got the French Connection. Got some Tashi Baruka going on, man. Baruka, I'm not sure how to say it. The Riot Baby Machine and the David Lespect CKF Davlis. Davlis is always one of the best looking knives. I mean, I love the way that they do that. Those handle scales are just perfection. Like, how do you make titanium look like corduroy? I don't understand. Please tell me more. The Riot Baby Machine. Very nice, man. Solid shot. Thank you for sharing, Nick T. Rainy's got a Spyderco Military 2 and 15V. He's got a benchmade fixed blade. Which one is that? All right. Hidden Canyon S30V, Military 2 and 15V, and the Jack Wolf Sharpshooter Jack. Hell of a carry, Rainy. Love it. Very nice. Warrior Guild, he's got the Heretic Wraith V4 with the that's the cell shading, right? Makes it look like a cartoon. Yeah, I like that shot. A little bokeh in the background. Chavez Redemption. Is that a Redemption Street? I think it is based on the size. Redemption Street drop point. Yeah. Tactile Red Hawk. Very nice. Warrior Guild. Love it, man. That cell shaded Wraith V4 looks badass. I said what I said. That looks fantastic. I would rock that too. I don't like the ones that have all the crazy colors, but this one with like the black and the white, that looks really cool. Vivelsky, he's got a good shot here. Check this out. He's got the Tucson TS230, Vosti Shilling Cutter in LMAX, and the Kershaw Iridium. Very nice. That's what that is, the TS230. Tucson does some good work, but I feel like they haven't gotten very much publicity lately. Bosty Chillin' Cutter. I like mine. We got the same one. Very nice. Don't mind me. Stay hydrated. Craig Vincent with a boatload. He's got the Cold Steel 5 Max. He's got the Ritter Hogue. He's got the... Which one is this? I'm not going to be able to get that one. Sorry. I don't know the model name on that. Cold Steel Voyager. And the... Is that also a Cold Steel? This one that says Holdout on it? I feel like every time I look at his pocket checks, I learn about a new knife that I haven't seen before. Oh, he helped. It's like, maybe it would be better if Rollshambo could read. Ritter Hogue, 6-leaf SL24. There we go. You did help me out. Ned Foss Cougar, Voyager, Tanto XL, Holdout XL, and 5 Max. Very nice, man. And believe it or not, guys, he does carry every single one of those knives. I've seen it. Frankie Cheech. Ooh, he's got the Vosti Raccoon Anniversary Edition. I was just looking at mine today. I don't know if I'll ever have it in me to sell mine. I'm keeping mine. Better believe that. All right. Beautiful knife. The Vosti Raccoon Anniversary Edition is a banger. Certified awesome knife. I love mine. Oh, man. I really wanted this knife, okay? I really wanted this knife. This is the Demco 8020 Compact Sax. I love the sax blade shape. Is it a true sax blade? No. Is it the coolest looking blade shape that Demco has come out with? Yes. Absolutely. I want one. Sign me up. Ed B. Ed's got... Is that is the Hogue Deca Warncliffe edition. What I was curious about was this clip right here. Is that Timascus? Is that a Lynch Northwest Timascus clip? Who did that clip? I need to know. That looks cool though, man. Very nice. Got some frost on the ground. I love it. TC Blades. Ooh, look at that. I know that Manix 2. I'd know that Manix 2 anywhere. That used to be mine. I called it the Alien Boss Manix 2. Mirror polished edge done by yours truly. And of course, a TRM Neutron 2 frame lock with the titanium frag scales. Love it, man. Geek Machinist, he's got the OEG District Fixie, the SOG PowerPoint Coast XP6R, the Cool Hand tie pen, Gerber Chunk, and the Rough Rider Swirl Barlow. That's such a good shot. You know, a lot of people are like, why would I post a pocket check? I don't take good photos. Wait till we get to mine. I don't take good photos with my phone. I don't. Like, all my good photos I take with my camera and I set up shots, but you know, when I do my pocket checks, I'm lazy. You guys work hard. That is badass though. Love that shot. Every time I see that fixed blade, I want it. I'm gonna have to get one of those at some point. That's cool. Crazy Road, she's got a McNeese PM Mac 2. Says, come back with a war. I love that pouch. I love that pouch with the patch. Yeah, that's cool. That's super cool. Brad's got a flex and a half. Look at this. Left hand frame locks. Are you a lefty? Are you a southpaw, Brad? CKF Rodden Evo 1.1. The Noom's on. The Kunwu Excalibur. Large Sabenza. Shirogorov F95. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, and a non-flipper buoy hinderer just chilling. That's a solid lineup right there. Super solid. Super solid. John Tagmore's got the Mojave with the transparent knives regrind. That's the one to get right there. Love my Mojave. It might be my favorite knife released this year. Maybe. That's so good. Jim's got the American Blade Works Model 1 Blade Runner HQ edition, the Artisan Sea Snake, and the Finch Widowmaker. Look at that. Warny Wednesday. Jim's a purist like that. Warny Wednesday every Wednesday. He's always got a good one. Aaron D2 also with the 80/20 compact sax. You guys are killing me. I'm envious, truly envious. That is the one that I wanted. It's on the list. Rebel Rouser, what do you got? Which one is that? I know that knife. I know that knife. Why am I struggling? Why am I struggling? That's not a Yan Knives Chevron. Right? No. I swear I've seen that knife before. I know the pry bar. He's got the best case scenario pry bar from Lynch Northwest. Love that slip. That slip is... Man, that's cool. The Lake Champlain Barlow. Very nice. A Stonewall. He's got... Ooh, I know this one too. I reviewed this one. I'm pretty sure. Right? Didn't I review this one? Is this one the Lynx? Isn't that what this one's called? Is the Lynx? Stonewall, help me out, man. I swear I've reviewed that knife. Bobtism, look at that. Look at that. Porcupine with the with Vossi's really cool micarta. Kind of looks like a Damascus. 2 porcupines, 3 porcupines, 4 porcupines. Mad respect if you carried all 4 of those today. Big Jim. Ooh, Curtis Custom. I like it, man. Curtis Custom. Is that an F3 medium slicer? I think so. Olight Warrior right there. I've got that same one. I really like it. Carlos has the Microtech Palmetto State Armory Saber. I didn't know they did a Palmetto State Armory version. That's freaking cool, man. I like the color scheme. Really like that. Really like that. Yeah, that's nice. Dale. What's up, Dale? I'm not sure what this is. Is that a custom? Dale, I'm not going to be able to identify either of those. You're going to have to help me out, man. That's cool, though. Matt D. Matt, are you in the house? What's up, Matt? He's got the Carver Mini Waif. Matt always takes fantastic shots. Can we just take a moment to appreciate how clean that carry shot is? Just for a second. Very nice. I like that. He's got the Carver Mini Waif. For the pen, he's got the Magnus Double Helix. He's got a Temple Coffee Roaster bandana. And a Galaga? It's probably Galaga. Galaga Zippo with torch insert. Very nice. Good to see you, Matt. One Sneaky Bee. That's going to be an axial shift. I'd know that knife anywhere. Axial shift. EMP EDC. Why am I having a brain fart right now? Everybody knows what this knife is, but for some reason, for the life of me, I'm just on the struggle bus. Anyways, Ian says wrenches get ignored here too. I don't know what you're talking about. I try not to ignore anybody. I do miss stuff though. What's up, Tori? Good to see you, man. Ryan says you're so far behind on the chat. Not my fault. Yeah. I haven't even scrolled down since I started doing the pocket check, but we're going to do that. We're going to jump. Boom. I know I've missed stuff up above. I'm sorry, guys. B Devious says the sax is sex or sucks. I mean, I'm all for Demko coining the name Shark Sex. It's the Shark Sex blade shape. I'm here for it. If I get one, that's what I'm going to review it as. It's the Shark Sex blade shape. Knight says, select mobile push notifications on the previously mentioned page to make sure all messages are selected. I don't know what we're talking about. I have no idea. Alice Stays, what's up, man? He says, can't wait till income tax time so I can pick up a new premium knife. Ooh, what are you getting? Do you have an idea? What's on your list? What's on the list? Ed B says, we love a struggling roll.
Epic fail.
I suck, I know. What's up, Tiffany? Good to see you. Geek Machinist says it's called a cam cycle. It repeats milling patterns with incremental changes from pass to pass. Are we talking about... I'm so far behind in the chat, I'm not sure what we're talking about. Are we talking about the finish on this guy? Geek says, I'd love to own a tactile Red Hawk, but Taylor Martin is such a complete poser. He makes great quality videos. I'll say that. I don't really know Taylor Martin. Never met the guy, never talked to the guy. I don't know him. But I will say this, he makes great quality videos. He has a certain way of putting an aesthetic out there, which is cool. I have no idea if he's a poser or not, but I do admire his filmmaking. I would say that as far as cinematic type quality, he does a really good job. Granted, it's not just him doing these videos. I don't think it's been just him for a long time. Like, he's got himself, he's got Captain Ricky. I think he has an editor. I'm not entirely sure. But the challenge is, how do you do that quality of videos by yourself? Random thoughts. All right. Hold on. It's the sail fin. I knew I'd seen it before. I knew it. Why did I think that was... I'm such a dum-dum. Talk about an epic fail. The sail fin. It's the Raiden V1. All right. All right. Brain farting everywhere. The one that I thought was the Lynx. I'll show you what I... Lynx. Pocket knife. Let's see. The one that I thought was the Lynx. I'll pull it up. I was just looking at this the other day. It was a small batch, but made in China by Bestech. No, the Matzi Lynx, right? Yeah, the Kombu and the Matzi. Matzi Lynx. Kombu. Hey, look, there's my video. This is what I thought that it was. I'm such an idiot. That was a really cool knife, by the way. The Matzi Lynx. Does anyone still have one? Talk about a throwback from a couple years ago. I don't know why I saw that and thought that it looked like the Matzi Lynx. It is what it is. I need to get back to the pocket checks, though. My embarrassment continues. Ooh, Kevin Smith, he's got a Jaeger M version 2. And if you want to know how you can tell between a version 2 and a version 3, version 3 had a different shaped pivot. Version 2 has a circular pivot. Although that is the lock side. So I could be wrong because we're not seeing the show side, but I'm pretty sure that's version 2. Damascus accents. I like it, man. The Jaeger MV3 was one of those knives that I kind of wish that I didn't sell. Should have kept it. Should have kept it. Although I'll stand by my guns when I say Brown could have done a better job on the action. He could have designed it to have better action, but he didn't. Drinkwater. Ooh, I almost skipped B Shady. Hold on. Ooh, that's the scapegoat. That's the scapegoat he was talking about. Very nice. Is that? I know you mentioned this in the chat. Whose fixed blade is that? That's not Ares EDC, right? Maybe. The Chavez skeleton key. Love that, man. The scapegoat's such a cool looking knife. Chavez doesn't make or design anything that doesn't look awesome. Drinkwater's got a Prince Customs Protean and the McNeese Spyderco collaboration, the McBee. Love it, man. I still need to get my hands on a Protean. Need to make it happen. Ooh, Stage 6 and S90V from Hate Nate. Very nice. Nate, you need to grab yourself some Rips Garage Tech titanium scales, my friend. I know the carbon fiber is great. It's lightweight. It's premium material. I do not regret getting a set of the titanium Rips Garage Tech scales for my Sage 6 and S90V. Highly recommend it. Love it, man. Great carry right there. Durbin says the McBee is titty sprinkles and sunshine. Oh man, that's a cool finish on those scales. I really like the finish on those scales. That's cool, man. All right, we made it. We made it through the pocket check. We made it. How much of the chat did I miss? All of it. I missed all of it. We're not going to scroll up. We're just not going to do that. Hey, what's up, Lone Star? Says the carry of the day is the Cold Steel Counterpoint XL. Very nice. The Nimble. I knew what it was. It just skipped my mind. I know I can always count on you guys. All right. We're scrolling all the way down. Hey, Jay Korskin, what's up, man?
This is Sparta!
Good to see you. Welcome in. B says, I still have a version 1 null Raiden. Yeah. Why did I think that was a Matzy Lynx? I'm such an idiot. Paul says a contoured Jaeger would be sick. I mean, if they release another Jaeger, I will probably buy it. I'm a sucker like that. What's up, Chris? Good to see you, man. All right. Yeah, a Protean. Prince Customs keeps coming out with some good ones too. Like, for example, if we go here and we go to Prince Customs Protean. This is the most recent drop. He does releases every Sunday, but they're like really small, really small batch releases. I'm on the fence about the partial Skelly. The partial Skelly is one of those where, like, I don't hate it. I don't hate that they did a partial skeleton on there. I love the Warncliffe. The Warncliffe Protean looks fantastic. Man, that looks good. That looks so good. $840. You got to shell out some cheddar. What do you guys think? Partial Skelly or nah? You know, for comparison, here's one without any skeletonizing. $770, much more reasonable. I don't know. I still might like the full, like, give me more material and don't make me pay more. Partial or full scale? The full skeleton is just a straight no for me. I'm not a fan of the full skeleton. I feel like it's lazy milling. Like, yes, it's extra milling, but I feel like it's lazy milling in the name of weight reduction. Like, I don't know what to put here. Let's just cut out the handles. But a partial skelly, I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. See, like, that just looks so clean with the full scale. Blue hardware. I gotta stop looking at this site. I'm gonna get myself in trouble. He had one that with dragon scales. This one, dragon skelly. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one that I saw where I started considering it seriously. Like, the partial skelly with the dragon scales looks incredible. The gold accents, or, you know, brass accents, whatever you want to call it, that definitely helps it pop. The only thing that would make this better is if he had done the full cutout for the hole instead of this partial. But look at this. He knows it's hot because he priced it at $950. EDC Pocket Tools, what's up, man? He says, if you ever use it to make a sandwich, you'll get food all caught in the skeletonized part. It's a fair assessment. I don't know. I don't usually use my folding knives for food processing. I know a lot of people do. It's just not for me. I oil my pivots and such way too often, and I don't use food safe oils. Like, some people will to lubricate their knives, especially if they use them for food prep, processing, or whatever. They'll use a mineral oil because it's food safe. And so it can help, you know, lubricate the bearings and lubricate the blade, help protect from rust, and it's also food safe. So a lot of people that plan on doing that will use mineral oil. But not for me. Not me. Pocket Candy Randy, what's up, man? He says, to me, it is one of the best looking skellies, the Protean. I cannot do full skelly. It would have to be partial. And if I was to actually spend the money on one, it would have to be this one with the dragon scales. The dragon scale partial is really, really, really cool. It says, rather have one like Rob's, the dragon scale milling without the skelly. That would be really cool too. All right. Now let's what new is out there. So shortly before the live stream, I was checking DLT because, like you, I'm also a degenerate. And I like their drop page. Their drop page is one of the best well-made website pages for knife retail that I've ever seen. So check this out. Straight from Denmark, new Gen Jan. Is it Jens Onso? Jens Onso? I've heard it pronounced so many different ways. New Onso of Denmark. Maybe I need to sleep more. New Onso of Denmark knives. They're dropping on the 18th. So in about a week. They got some cool ones on here. Like, they got some really expensive ones, some really small ones. For example, this one is the Arn. Let's just see. Titanium with a carbon fiber inlay. That's a cool looking knife. But it's only 5.5 inches long. They must not have very big hands in Denmark. That looks clean. My understanding is that these are like mid-tech level knives. Looks really clean. The one that I really like is this one. We got contoured titanium scales with what looks like the tiniest knurling I've ever seen. Or are those just the milling artifacts? I'm not entirely sure. But I really like the contrast between the hardware and the scales and the blade shape. It's just a really cool aesthetic. This one's also not very big. This one's only 6 inches. Which, depending upon who you ask for, might be all you need. I like that pocket clip style a lot. The arrows with amber accents. That's a good looking one. He's got the Toko. The bigger these get, the more expensive they get. Check that out, $9.55. This one is nearly full size, 7.8 inches long. Also a button lock. Also with the world's tiniest knurling. You know what this knife, I looked at this knife and you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of a Herman knife. Except I don't think Herman does button locks. Super cool. Onso of Denmark. Coming soon on the 18th. I think that's what it said. 1909 Michigan Bowie. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Those handles are beautiful. Amber Sea Dragon scale. 1909. I guarantee you this will sell. This will sell. $360. USA made. Hidden tang. So it's not technically a full tang, it's a hidden tang. I don't know how I feel about that. Full tangs are always gonna be stronger. Although I don't know if I truly see someone hard using this knife. So I don't even know if it matters. That seems like a pure collector's purchase right there. But it's really cool. Now this one on the other hand, with the antique ivory micarta, I could see someone using the crap out of this. Do I need a Bowie knife? What? Dark purple maple burl. That's really cool. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you don't even like fixed plates. That's cool. All right. Enough fixed blade rabbit hole for now. Oh, this is nice. Machine-wise, going to be available at DLT soon. Tomorrow, they're going to have the Opus Seraph Dawn. They're going to have the Mojave. Which ones? This is crazy. Purple and gold distressed. Look at that. That's absolutely bananas. Purple and gold distressed. They must have a lot of fun with these finishes. Heavy distressed gold stars. You got to give them credit. They're creative. I want to see them do a flipper delete version. Not that it would be super hard to delete the flipper on mine. I just refuse to touch my Mojave because it's a machinist proof. So it's literally a piece of history. So I'm hanging on to that for dear life. But I want a second one. And I want to get one with a flipper delete. So this one is cool. This ice blue step milling. I already have one with step milling. If I got another one, it would have to be a different pattern. They're going to have the Sonora as well. Ooh. That's cool. It's dangerous. It is dangerous. Did I say hi to Brown Sugar? What's up, Brown Sugar? Bobtism says, y'all don't own butter knives? I've got a whole drawer full. Absolutely. B. Devious says new Kevin Smock scales are not selling. He's blaming Facebook. Do we all have his scales? Yeah, I got 2 sets of his scales. Although I have not seen his most recent set, though. Hold on. I haven't seen any Instagram posts from him. So if he's blaming Facebook / Meta for not showing his scales to people, I believe him because I haven't seen any posts from Kevin Smock recently. So hang on. Smock knives. Here we go. Screen share. All right. So he's had a couple releases. Let's just take a peek. Still taking orders a day ago. Those are good looking, man. Those are good looking. I like the stonewash with the purple milling. That black looks nice too. I gotta say, he needs to do more contoured scales. He just needs to do more contoured scales. I would have loved to seen less chaos and more dedication on his Halloween scales. Personally. Like, that's cool. But the Dracula and the... But what I'm saying is, has he considered dragon scale milling? Has he ever done dragon scale milling? Now I need to find out. Right there. Took half a second. I guarantee you all of his dragon scales sold out. Look at that. All right, so hear me out. Idea mode. These scales right here, but with his Smock logo in the middle, breaking it up from both sides. That would be cool. Like, these are super cool. I know these had to have sold out like immediately. I guarantee you he had no problem selling the dragon scale. What kills me is that makers have got to know that, like, this is a popular milling style, right? Consumers love this. This is easily my favorite milling style. Why do we see the least of it? Can anyone give me a good reason why this is like the least done milling style? Because I can't figure it out. Oof. Wish I'd gotten in on those. That's nice. That's super nice. Oh, shout out to Remet. What's up, Remet? Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships, and congrats to the 5 people who got channel memberships. That would be Paperclip, Blue Minotti Ninja. What's up, Blue? Kevin Smith and Knives, Low Country Hillbilly, and Drinkwater. Congrats, and thanks again to Remet Knife. Thank you, Remet. That's how you make an entrance right there. Dale says, yeah, it looks like he just got a fancy new color laser and is playing with it. I didn't know you could laser color. I learn something new every day. All right. What? Another 5 gifted memberships? Thank you so much, Remet. And congrats to the new channel members. We got Dale Lane, Ghost Keeper, Steve L, Serious Mike, and Carco Klaus. Congrats, fellas. For any of y'all who are not part of the Only Spartans Discord, get in there. Get in there. The Only Spartans Discord is open to all channel members of all channel member levels. If you want to know how, go to my YouTube channel, go to the post section, scroll down. You'll find an invite link to the Only Spartans Discord. So if you're not there, consider joining. What's up, Sever7? Good to see you, man. He says, I'm Rollshambo's son. Support him by supporting. I have one child. It's my Noom's on. Come on, Sever7. Come on. You're killing me, man. Anyways. Yeah, that's cool. I think Kevin Smock needs to do more dragon scale milling because this is such a cool milling style. And I promise you that if we got more dragon scale milled knives, it's just the best milling style. I don't think I've ever seen a style as popular as the dragon scale milling. I'm not sure why his posts are not being shared more by Instagram, but I'll tell you what, I did not see that he had released these at all. I had no idea. But those are cool. Cerakote options are $185 plus transit. They ain't cheap, but they are custom American made scales with Cerakote. What are these? I'll be honest with you, I kind of like these better than the Cerakote option. I think that looks clean. Yeah. But no, he just needs to do more dragon scale. That's it. Maybe like a partial dragon scale, partial regular frag. That could look cool. I have these. I love these. But if he did the contoured with dragon scale, even better. All right. Right. We'll move on from the topic. Oh man, that's hilarious. Thank you, Ramet. Oh man, you're killing me. That's so funny. Ed B says, "Oh goody, more black latex fetish." What's up, B? He says, or maybe we already own dope scales from Smock. I'm good on the two I own. Honestly, I love the two that I own. However, I would shell out for the dragon scale, especially if he did dragon scale on the contoured. That's what I'd love to see. That is absolutely what I'd love to see. What's up, John? Good to see you. Welcome into John Blackman. Welcome into Robin Dallum. What's up? Ramet with the $2 super. Thank you, Ramet. Appreciate it. Oh man, you guys cracked me up. So that's what's out there on DLT right now. I'm curious. What else is out there? You know what website I haven't checked in forever? Blade HQ. Oh, look, they've got a purple haze psyop. When did they get that? That's new. Holiday sale? Stumpfish. Never heard of that. Oh, no, that's Advanced Knife Bro. That's right. So this is the YouTube channel Advanced Knife Bros knife design. That's right. The Stumpfish. I don't know. It's a slip joint, isn't it? It is a slip joint. I mean, I guess if you like slip joints. I'll be completely candid here. Not the best looking slip joint that I've seen. Also not the worst. I'm kind of intrigued by this point right here. The handle scales, I'm just not, it's not the blade shape. It's the handle scales I'm not a fan of. The handle scales just kind of give me this feeling of it was an afterthought. Does anyone own one of these? Can you give me your honest opinion? Does anyone own one of these and do you like it? For some reason, it's just not doing it for me. The stumpfish. Ooh, they got some mini goblins with the new milling pattern too. Look at that. It's crazy. What do they call that? What do they call that milling pattern? PCF pattern tie. What is PCF? It looks like ripples across a pond. Because it's not the same as their C pattern. I don't know. Let's see. New arrivals. They got some Mordax, some Malibu, the Giant Mouse GM13. Hold on. QSP Nebula. I'm not seeing anything that's reaching through the screen and grabbing me. Not that a knife should do that. Not that a knife should do that. I'm just saying. What about coming soon? What do they have that's coming soon? The Magpul. This is a really interesting knife. It is metal injection molded S35VN. When they announced this knife, everyone went through the roof, and then nothing but radio silence for months. I feel like this is a knife that the Worksharp RMX is trying to compete with directly. The Magpul Breslau, whatever. Is it USA made? It is. That's right. Made by Magpul. $190. Polymer and M35. Blue polymer. Man, I hope that's better polymer than what Hogue does on their Deca. I really do. Because I want this one. This is one that I want. I know this is going to sell out super freaking quick. I love that blade shape. $189. Metal injection molded S35. That's cool. It's cool. That's one that reached through the screen and grabbed my attention. Yeah. Come on, Blade HQ. Where's the really good stuff? We're still waiting on the Spyderco Edgerati. One of these days we'll get an Edgerati. One of these days. It's like a year in the making. Ooh, they're gonna have Sparrow Knife Co. That's cool. That'll be cool to see. Yeah, that'll be cool. I still don't believe we'll actually see a 15V Yojumbo. I just don't believe it. All right, hold on. Sorry, my EDC ADHD took over there for a minute. I need to get back to the chat. All right. Serious Mike says, just stopping by to say thank you for the gifted membership. Welcome to the chat, Serious Mike. Hey, welcome into Bless. What's up? Donnie Bless in the house. All right. Sever says, once I get a mic, it's going to hit different. I promise. Do it, man. Do it. There's no replacement for good audio. It's crazy. In my experience on social media, what I found, especially as a content creator, is that the audience is far more willing to excuse average or subpar video than they are average or subpar audio, which is crazy to me because YouTube specifically is a video platform. Isn't it nuts that people on average are more likely to forgive bad video on a video platform than bad audio? Not saying what you currently have is bad audio, but I am saying if you're going to invest in your recording setup, 100% put some time and effort into the audio. You will never regret that decision. I promise you. All right, guys. Chris says, Roll does not need a voice changer. Man, a voice changer. I have the ability to mess with certain levels. If you guys want to know what I sound like with a voice changer, hold on. I never mess with this, but I can show you, and you could tell, like it's bad. Me with a voice changer is bad. Hang on. Why, hello there. How do I sound now? What about now?
Does this sound good? Is this what you were looking for? Are you entertained?
Are you not entertained?
All right, I can't do it. I'm going to turn this off. Although I could sound like I'm in a canyon somewhere. Turn on some reverb. I'm just going to turn the effects off. I could mess with my voice, but I don't. The key is get a good microphone. There's a lot out there. Get a good interface. The interface is what connects the microphone to the computer. That's important. Get a good microphone, get a good interface, and you're all set. John says, sounds like coal. The coals. You guys are killing me. Oh man. Says I'm watching Tri-State. Not even close, man. Not even close. Tri-State has a great live stream. I'll say that. I do like watching his live stream sometimes. He's got a good amount of energy, and he's hilarious. You really can't go wrong with the Tri-State live stream. Hey, Ramet with another gifted membership. Thank you so much, Ramet.
This is Sparta!
And another one. What?
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Thank you, Ramet. Thank you so much. And congrats to the new channel members, or in some case, the returning channel members. Looks like Lawrence Chin and Double Wide, aka Mad Yako. Double Wide EDC. Mad Yako, you changed your name? I had no idea. No idea. Good to see you, fellas. Average Joe says, dude needs less meds. I mean, I've been told that I have a certain level of the tism when it comes to my collecting habits. I can't help it, guys. Like, I jump down these rabbit holes of knife collecting, and not just knife collecting, but everything. Like, I started doing a mirror polish mod on some knives, and I just got lost in the sauce for like 2 weeks, where it was all I could think about. I'm finally making my episode on doing mirror polish mods at home. I'm having a lot of fun with it, but making that video is slow going. Absolutely. 5 more gifted memberships.
Certified badass.
Thank you, Ramet. Thank you so much. Neil McKenzie says, I use a Behringer Xenix X1832 USB mixer in my home studio. I didn't know you had a home studio. No, I'm not that high tech. If anyone wants to know the microphone I'm using a Logitech Blue Sona, which I absolutely love to pieces. And then for my interface, I'm using a Go XLR, which is super old. It was old when I bought it 3 years ago. The only purpose it serves is for recording certain sound effects, for me to be able to record my own sound effects, and also to connect my XLR microphone to my computer. Absolutely. But shout out to Ramet for the 5 gifted memberships, another 5 gifted memberships, and to the new and / returning channel members. We got Crisp, Revolving Blades, Chip Shaw, Cliff Brott, and Playosaurus. Justin Pauly says, I just bought the Infinite Power. Can I get a membership? Dude, congrats on the Infinite Power. That's one that I am actually really stoked about. I'm a fan of dagger style blades and pivot actuated knife locks. So if you guys want to know what Justin's talking about, this is one of those knives that I really like for a couple different reasons. Here it is. First of all, I love this. The crystal tie bolster is awesome. And I mentioned this in my last live stream too. I love accents in crystal tie. It's not common. It's not something you see all over the place. Like, do we see it in some knives? Sure. But crystal tie used to be one of those materials you'd only see in customs and by knife modders. It's not a finish, it's a process you have to put titanium through. So it's not common that you see it in production knives. But the effect is insane, and you can get some really cool colors out of this. So for example, this is so freaking cool. So freaking cool. Love that bolster. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it is. Is that a reverse? Hot damn, it is a reversible clip. Perfectly symmetrical blade. It's just a good looking piece. And to add crystal tie in there, it's really, really cool. And they've got a couple different models too. Now this is out the side. But did you guys see the new out the front gravity knife from Ramet? Hold on. I have to show this because this is cool. If you're a fan of gravity knives and you liked Ramet's swordfish, if you like the sharp leopard, check this out. This is a reimagining of the swordfish. Not just the blade, although the blade looks incredible. Like, that's a perfectly symmetrical dagger. But also the handles. So they kept the symmetry going. It looks like an OTF automatic, but it's not. That is a gravity knife. I'm super excited for this. That looks fantastic. So I'm a huge fan of dagger style blade shapes because symmetry will always look beautiful. But you could tell a lot of thought went into this. Like the swordfish is an awesome knife as is. this reimagining of the swordfish is really cool. I love the fact that we've got the carbon fiber shield on both sides. That's nice. I like the fuller in the middle. That's nice. I like having the trigger on the side as a gravity knife. That's really cool. Yeah. And with those carbon fiber shields, I know they're replaceable, so that means that there's going to be a lot of different options. Like, there's so much you could do with that. You could do different carbon fiber. You could do a titanium insert with different texturing. You could do micarta. You could do a lot. But that's gorgeous. Also, Remet, who does your photos? Because those photos are really good. I like him. I like him a lot. And I love the reimagining of that design too. Blue says that new one looks dope. It looks really good. I love it, man. Yeah. Yeah, it looks great. It really does. Oh my goodness. Remet, another $10 super.
This is Sparta!
You're so good to me, Remet. Thank you so much for the $10 super. They say, thank you for loving me and the knives of our company, Remet. I'll tell you what, one of the things that we love, Remet, is the fact that you take the feedback from the community and you put it in your knives. I can tell you that is awesome. And it's not something that we see frequently from a lot of companies. So please continue to do that because that is a difference maker for collectors. And it's definitely a difference maker for me as a collector and as an enthusiast. And I know that the people love it when feedback gets listened to and it makes its way into design. And it shows. It definitely shows. You know, especially in designs like this, which just look incredible. That is absolutely gorgeous. This is easily, in my opinion, the best looking gravity knife, period. Can you give the people a hint on when we can expect to see these hit the market? Do we know when these will land stateside? I think we all want to know. I know I do. I'm really curious. When are we going to see the new reimagined swordfish? Remet with another $5 super thank you. Says, I'm going to go have lunch now. Very glad to chat with all of you. Thank you so much, Remet. I was hoping for a spoiler on when we could expect the new swordfish, but I guess we'll just have to stay tuned. Ed says, is that available now? No, it's coming soon. Yeah, that is a must have. I must have that. On the Edge says, I ain't bought a Remet that I haven't just loved. Seriously, some of my faves. They're doing great. All right, it says, I flip my Peregrine Falcon constantly. It's got some amazing action. All right, guys. All right. Well. You might be wondering, what's next? Rolls, your content is moving slow. What are you working on? For those who missed it, planning on a knife sale soon. I'm not sure if I'm going to have the time or the bandwidth to make it a video. But I'm going to start doing more knife sales on my regular social media platforms like Instagram. Anything that I post for sale will be posted for sale first on the Only Spartans Discord in the knife yard sale. So if you like what I've been doing so far with my knife sales, where I sell off my collection to make room for more, and I do so at what I consider to be really reasonable prices, keep an eye on the knife yard sale because that will be happening. No matter where else I post them, I will post anything I put up for sale on the Only Spartans Discord first. Second, I'll be selling on Instagram as well. Videos on YouTube are tough because they just take so freaking long to record because I have to get all the knives together and then I have to record and then I have to edit and then I have to upload and then I have to sit by my computer for like 3 hours while orders come in. So keep your eyes peeled. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do the next knife sale in a video, or if I'll just break it up into like chunks of 5 knives at a time and maybe just do a small mini sale every week. Keep your eyes peeled for that. It'll be posted first on the Only Spartans Discord and then probably on my Instagram and then maybe in the community section of my YouTube channel. So stay tuned for that. More knife sales are coming. The next thing is I'm working on a video for my mirror polished Lamia. I'll show it to you guys because you're part of my core audience. Where did I put this thing? Ah, here it is. Video coming soon on the process of doing a mirror polished Lamia with fingerprints. With fingerprints. Oh man. Yeah, I kept the milling lines. So if you want to see my process for doing that and the tools that I use to do that, stay tuned. It's a fun episode that I'm working on a little bit every day. It's a very demanding episode because there's lots of editing and different filming types and styles. So that is something I'm working on soon. That should be a really good one. I'm really proud of that so far. I'm really excited for that to release. Knife reviews. I've got a few more of those in the works. I got more review units on the way, so I gotta clear the small review table that I have so that I can make room for those. So expect some more knife reviews, expect some more knife sales, expect more non-review content on the channel. When will I be going live next? Great question. I'm planning on Saturday, every Wednesday and Saturday, unless something happens, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is 10 p.m. Eastern, which is 9 p.m. Central, which is 7 p.m. Pacific. Guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Thank you to everyone who supported the channel, whether you have donated via super chats, whether you've joined as channel memberships, whether you're a subscriber, whether you just hang out and chat with me on the live stream. Thank you for all of your support. This channel isn't just me. It's also having a core audience that actually cares to interact. So thank you. I'm grateful for absolutely everybody. That's going to do it for me, guys. If you want to hang out and chat, come find me in the Only Spartans Discord. Otherwise, have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you on Saturday.